Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a pick a card reading where we're gonna see what is your life purpose. We're gonna dig deep into the details of what is it that's gonna be the most fulfilling for your soul, for your life journey. And also, we're gonna dig deep into all the details of the career that you are aspiring towards, of the path that you should be taking towards, of maybe the people that you have to meet on this journey. Okay, so let's dive into this juicy reading. In order to get your reading, you need to select one of the piles. This is the pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. So once you have selected any of these three piles, you can log on to the timestamps that I have provided for each of the group in the description box. Now, in order to make your selection, take a deep breath, think about your question, and then see which pile do you feel the most attracted towards. You can either be attracted to the number, so this is number 1, number 2, and number 3. You can also be attracted to the crystal that I have placed on these piles. So I'll give you a close up. This is the crystal of fluorite. This is the pile 2 with rose quartz crystal, and the pile 3 with the opalite crystal. Okay, so you need to tap into your intuition. Do not over intellectualize the process. Just see which is the one that feel the most magnetic for you. You may feel like a sort of a pull towards one of the piles. You can also try placing your hand on the screen on each of the piles and see if you feel like a sort of a pull from any of the piles. And once you have made your selection, then I will see you in your reading. Okay, if you want to pause the video here, you want more time to make your selection, then you can pause and I will jump right into the readings. See you in your pile. Bye. Hi, everyone. So the crystal that you chose is the crystal of fluorite, and the card that you chose was the card of forgiveness, releasing anger and resentment. And we also have the card of healing. So, pile 1, I feel that the career, the life purpose that you will find the most fulfillment in has something to do with helping people heal, their generational trauma, or maybe their energy healing. Maybe you are into some sort of like Reiki practices. But to me, I'm getting a more of like a psychological vibe, where you help them deal with their worries, their anxieties, whatever shadow work they need to do. And I feel as if you may need to go through some issues of your own early in the lifetime, because that's how we develop our healing capabilities. When we go through something which is challenging for us, that's when we're able to dive deep into these capabilities in us, and then later on we can use this to help others dive into their healing powers, right? So if you have gone through something tough, initially in your life, then maybe now you're being guided to start on your forgiveness journey, a journey where you learn to heal those parts of you that need healing. And then you will start forming this career, this life purpose, this journey towards the things that can actually help heal other people as well. And if you see in these cards, there's a very beautiful night and day sort of uh, a theme playing out, and I feel as if this shows, like this is the part of you, this is like your shadow, and this is like the light of healing, of love, acceptance, pure bliss that you are shedding onto your shadow, that is helping you forgive. And now you are teaching this in your life, you'll be teaching how to do this to other people as well. So I think it's a really, really beautiful, beautiful journey that you have chosen in this lifetime. Let's roll some astro dice to get more information. Okay, so we have Moon in the second house in Taurus. So, Moon is actually really strong in Taurus. Moon is considered really good placement in Taurus. And in second house, I feel as if the more you will start working towards even your materialistic needs. So maybe you have some trauma around finances. You have some trauma maybe around meeting your materialistic needs. Maybe you were always told that, it's bad to want money. But I feel as if the more you tend to your materialistic needs, that's where your moon will find the maximum happiness. So, moon in astrology represents our mindset, our emotional well-being, and the better the moon is placed in Vedic astrology, it is believed that the better the moon is, the better your entire life is going to be. A bad moon can affect your finance, your health, your friendships, your relationships, everything. So in Vedic astrology, the moon is considered the most important planet. That's why compute all the dashas from the moon itself. So I feel as if in this lifetime, you're actually being guided to first start taking care of your moon, your emotional well being. And I feel as if you're going to find that maximum happiness when you are tending to your materialistic needs. Okay. And it may sound frivolous, it may sound vain, that, oh my God, it's not something as esoteric as spirituality and awakening and all of that. But sometimes, we do need to fulfill our materialistic needs. We are humans on this plane. And I feel as if there is some shadows around it. There's some inner work that needs to be done around it, which will actually lead you to your journey. So let's see with tarot what other cards we have. We have the card of Six of Pentacles. So yeah, in this lifetime, you are being guided right now to start looking at a balance of give and take. Maybe you believe only in giving to relationships. Maybe you think that it's not a very good thing if you want to receive also. I really feel this life is about receiving, about how you learn to receive. Um, and not just love. See, we have the Pentacles card, right? It's about receiving money. Even when abundance can be anything, can be health, relationships. But I feel as if there is specifically something around money for you that you're being guided to tap into. Okay, so then we have the Ten of Cups, right? I feel as if the more you will start looking at your materialistic side, that's where this fulfillment, this happiness, Ten of Cups shows our ultimate happiness. I feel as if that's where you'll start to find your happiness. If you have been feeling lost, if you don't know what way to take in your life, if you're looking at others and everyone already has a career, a marriage, and you don't know where is it that you need to go, start here. Start at looking at your materialistic needs. We look into what are the things, what are these limiting beliefs that you have around receiving specifically money. Okay, and that's where you'll start finding your bliss. Okay, again we have the Queen of Pentacles. right? I'm telling you, this lifetime you have come here to enjoy money, enjoy all the good side of money, all the good that money has to offer, right? And the more you run away from it, the more you will feel as if you are unfulfilled, and you'll not be able to place a hand over it. Like, what is it? Why is it I'm not feeling fulfilled? Okay, so I think I would suggest that you should start looking at whatever it is that is preventing you from money. If you're making your own money, how to increase it. Okay, maybe you are okay with settling with like a moderate amount of money. You feel okay, I'm doing good, but your soul is telling you are here to be like the Queen of Pentacles, to have the most amount of abundance that life has to offer. So now you need to start thinking about, okay, how do I increase my money flow? Okay, what are the different streams of income that I can have? Maybe I'm doing good here, but how can I do better? And in doing that, if you have any limiting beliefs like, oh, I should not be wanting money, I should not be wanting more. So while doing that, while going on that journey, you will come across these limiting beliefs, these shadows. You tap into it, you forgive yourself, you forgive anyone that caused you any trauma, made you feel any inferior, you forgive it, and you heal those parts of you. And that's where you'll start attracting this abundance and this soul fulfillment, I want to say. Okay, Ace of Wands, that's where you find, a rejuvenated energy. So I really feel as if you have been feeling lost, if you have been feeling, I don't know why I'm getting this feeling from this group, that you have been feeling lost and you don't know which path to take, and the spirit guides are really telling you that if you want this new energy, this soul fulfillment, this abundance, you need to start looking at receiving energy. Let go of any how to say, limitations, hesitations, restrictions that you have when it comes to receiving money. We also have the card of Three of Pentacles, and you might need to start collaborating with people. Maybe once you start collaborating with people, if you need some help, if you think that you need some help, start receiving that help. Maybe you need to, get more people to handle your work. Maybe you need to hire someone to look after your house or your kids. So I feel as if the spirit guides are saying, do it. Okay, go after the maximum materialistic, like how can you feel make your human body feel the most comfortable. What does your human body need to be comfortable? That's your main goal. If you want to know your life purpose, start there. And then the rest of the journey will start unfolding to you. And you know what happens when we undertake this journey ourselves? That's the only time when we can actually help others take that journey, right? It's really, really beautiful vibe that I'm getting from this group. Okay, let's see what other cards we have. We also have the card of butterfly, rebirth. Exactly what we were talking about. You can reinvent yourself, open to the rewards of change. You have brilliance to share with the world. Love every part of your journey, right? So if you have been making money a certain way till now, it's okay. You can change. If you've had some belief system till now, oftentimes what happens when we realize that our belief system needs some sort of a change, some sort of an upgrade, it can often come with some regrets because you realize you were wrong in the past. Okay, but the real spirituality is to understand that that's life. If we knew everything, what was the point of coming to earth, right? Life is a succession of lessons that must be lived to be understood. And so when you realize that, you let go of that regret, you realize, okay, that was me with my knowledge at that time, and I am living, which means I am going to continue to grow, continue to evolve, and continue to be better. So every time your mindset needs to change, your attitude needs to shift, there is an upgrade that's needed in your life, let go of the regret and accept it. See it as a sign that you are alive, that you are living. The worst part, I think, is actually not to grow, right? So it's totally okay to reinvent yourself. It's totally okay to dive into choices that maybe once you said you're never going to dive into. Okay, and if you face any sort of judgment from the people that you know, which can happen sometimes, when we change, sometimes people can be like, oh, you never said you could be like this. So that's okay, that's their journey. Understanding that is their journey. I feel you need to be truthful to your own journey. Okay, so I feel your spirit guides are really asking you to go through like a metamorphosis, and I'm feeling that this group is already either going through a phase of metamorphosis or are about to enter into one. And I feel your spirit guides are saying it's okay, you've got this. If there is any change that is needed, which is like a complete shift from how you have existed till now, go for it. Okay, let go of any resistance, right? And know that you are divinely guided and are on the right path. Okay, we also have the card of Links, Keeper of Secrets. Take time out from the world and be the observer. Nothing can deceive you when you trust your knowing. You see others' secrets and keep them sacred. In silence and solitude, you will find your strength. I feel as if, there's another thing that's coming to my mind is that if you are trying to grow your streams of income and you're not really sure how to grow it, I feel as if you need to start looking at people who are making a lot of money and that can open up your mind to a variety of options that are available. So if you don't really know what is the career that is going to give you the maximum satisfaction, or how to make money, I think you need to start researching more about other people. What are the different kind of careers available? There's no dearth of options available in today's day and age. So what are the different things, who are making the maximum money, what is the growth path, what is it required to actually do that job. I feel as if this is a time for you to go within, and it may come with you letting go of some people, because generally when we are going through so much changes, the people around us, they don't know how to relate to us anymore. Okay, and that's okay, because I've seen in these time zones in our life, in these time periods in our life, we actually do need a lot of isolated time to start pondering over the things that actually matter to us, the path that we want to choose, which is more aligned with our vision for our life. And that is the kind of journey that your spirit guides are, I feel, pushing you towards. Okay. We also have the card of Elephant, greatness. Love is your strength. Leadership is your path. Your wisdom inspires everyone you meet. You can overcome any problem. You will naturally and easily achieve success. So this is also, I feel, in line with this forgiveness card that we have here. There is, if you do face any struggles now, whether that can sometimes be internal. When we try to change ourselves, sometimes we are met with our own restrictions, and then when we dig deeper, we realize, oh, this restriction was actually because of this parent or this experience or this partner. And I feel in this journey of metamorphosis, your spirit guides are encouraging you to now let go of the judgment towards that resistance, and get into an acceptance mode, right? just understand they did whatever their mind was capable of, and you are going to now choose what is right for your journey, and that is what is going to lead you to this greatness. I feel as if there is a bigger legacy for you here on earth, and you are being pushed to get into this journey of metamorphosis, this journey of completely changing and transforming yourself, so that you can step onto this legacy, this great journey of yours, and that may involve shifting yourself completely, healing aspects of it, whether that's connected to money or receiving support, and start looking for a future that is more aligned with your vision, with your true vision, not something that has been decided for by the society for you, but like things that actually make you feel light up, even if that is something like money and that's looked down upon by the society. Okay, the last few cards that we have is follow your dreams and help will find you in unforeseen ways. We also have ask your dreams a question when you need an answer. So there's a lot of dreams imagery. Maybe you're going to have a lot of dreams. Maybe you need to start maintaining a dream journal now. Sometimes the dreams can tell us a lot about our subconscious beliefs, a lot about our desires, subconscious desires that we have been repressing. So you need to start maintaining a dream journal, being more aware of what your dreams are trying to convey to you, and if there is something that calls to you, then just really go for it. Your spirit guides are saying just go for it. We also have the card of you are in co-creation with the universe. You're right. So notice that when we start taking the steps, then the path appears. So if you think, oh my God, I don't know how to go on this big journey, that's okay. Know that the universe is supporting you. Once you start taking those steps, the universe will show a path to you that you could not even uh, comprehend when you started the journey. Okay, so don't over intellectualize the process, just start tapping into what lights you up and start going for it. Okay, the last card that we have is make the choice that empowers you. I think that summarizes the entire reading for you. You need to make the choice that is empowering to you, pile one, and that is where you'll find the next path, next step on your journey. Okay, so if you like this reading, please subscribe to my channel for more of such videos, and see you in my next video. Bye. Hi, Paito. Welcome to your reading. So let's see. You chose the stone of rose quartz, and the card that you chose is a card of strength, power, and endurance. Let's see what the other cards we have. Okay, we have the card of release. So I feel as if pile two, there could be the strength can be that your life purpose is somehow connected to internal strength, building emotional strength. I also get a feeling that it can also be connected to building the outer body strength, like the actual physical body strength. So you can have a career that helps people either in like a fitness trainer or someone yoga trainer, someone who helps people in building their outer body strength. It can also do something to do with like somatic healing, where people help in releasing the trauma that is stored in the various parts of their body. So I feel as if somehow you're going to deal with the actual physical body. It could be like Reiki healing, but I really feel as if it's going to be something like either psychosomatic healing, where you're either doing doing yin yoga, or these exercises that help in relaxing all the muscles of your body, and whatever trauma has been stored, that helps get released. Or I feel as if it will be connected to somehow strengthening the outer body, because sometimes when we are able to strengthen the outer body, I've seen that that actually helps give you a stronger mindset as well, because the outer and the inner, they go hand in hand. So when we actually are able to work on our outer body, that time we also have to tap into the internal emotional strength. And then if, for instance, if you are not able to lose weight, okay, and you see that is because of, say, binge eating, now you'll need to develop that emotional strength, or tap into releasing any of those emotions that are actually making you binge eat, okay. And so, or it could be that you just gain weight, your metabolism is low, and then maybe you have to look into these deep rooted fears you have, because of which your body feels safer if it attaches to weight. So it could be any of scenario or any other scenario, but I feel as if somehow you're going to deal with strengthening of the body, whether that's the physical or the internal psychological body. Okay, let's roll the astro dice to see what else can we expect. Okay, so we have Venus in the house, or sixth house, in Virgo. Okay, so again, so sixth house is the house of your day-to-day routine. If you want to improve your sixth house, actually, it's a very good remedy to have a proper routine that has proper exercise schedule in it. Virgo again is the sign which is completely organized. They love their routine, their planners. They need to know exactly what comes next. And Venus is the sign of beauty, it's a sign of luxury and beauty. And I feel as if, since this picture also has this, like, mirror and roses coming out of it, I feel as if somehow, if you're able to work on the beautification of your body, but I mean in the way that your routine is such that it helps in a more beautiful, how to say, presence for you in your body, like you feel better in your body, that will really give you the path that you need in order to be on your life journey that is going to be the most successful and the most amazing for you when it comes to your life purpose. Okay, and I feel also another thing that you can look into is your day-to-day life. You can also work on making it more organized. So whatever are your routine, people that you deal with, the environment that you keep yourself in, so cleaning up your house, making sure that there is no clutter around you, keeping your surroundings aesthetically pleasing. Also, when you like go out to work, you can probably put in more effort to wear clothes that lift you up and give you that uh, bad girl energy, like whatever just hypes you up, right? And I think that is going to be really, really somehow monumental in you feeling at ease in your body. And then that's when you can help others go on that journey. So it's like a feminine strength, that is the sort of vibe from this pile that I feel like it's strength, but it's not like the go to the gym and build muscles in a very masculine way, although that's also important. But I feel it's more like a feminine way of working on your body, making it strong from inside out, and aesthetically pleasing, matcha, and the rose colored mats and everything. Like I feel as if it's everything beautiful and feminine, but also strong. Okay, so let's see this feels really exciting. Let's see what the tarot can tell us. The first card that we have is the star. Okay, starting off strong. The star, definitely, I feel as if this is going to be something that you're going to find a lot of success in. Because, I think that is something that, as a collective, we are moving towards, a more feminine, but feminine doesn't only have to mean vulnerable. It can also, although there is a lot of strength in vulnerability, but I feel as if there is a feminine side to strength as well, which is really not being tapped into. So I feel that is what you're going to have your career towards. First, you're going to try finding it yourself, and of course, that's how you find your career. And I see you having a lot of success in that. Okay, and then we have the King of Wands. Yeah, it's like, and it's almost as if you're going to be a leader, in this thing, that in this venture. And I feel as if since this girl is looking up to the sky, I feel you not really have a lot of people to look towards. It can be almost like a visionary in this field that you're choosing to move into. But it's almost as if inside what needs to be done. So that's why I think it's really important in your journey. That's why I think I was picking it up initially. It's really important in your journey to first be in your body. What feels good for you? Okay, whether that's releasing, whether that's strength training, whether that's Pilates, whether that's journaling. And what feels aesthetically pleasing to you. So, first part of your journey is going to be what feels good for you. That's how you'll be able to make these decisions when you go on your journey, because that's when you'll be able to birth something new straight out of the heavens. And you're going to be like, I really feel you're going to have like a leadership position. You're going to be like a visionary. And this Ace of Cups also makes me feel as if you're going to be really really excited about this, and it's gonna be very fulfilling for you. But it's almost as if, since these two is also creating, these two hands are creating this sort of a heart between their hands. I feel this is a totally heart led journey. You know what I mean? Like, you know what feels right. There is no one outside to guide you, not many outside figures to guide you. You just feel what is going to be the right thing, and you keep taking those steps, and you suddenly are becoming this visionary. And so, if you face any sort of challenges, the other card is strength. So I think that's why strength is coming up again. If you face any kind of challenges in this, know that you can persevere. And the most important strength that you're going to need is to listen to yourself. Because if you're going to be such a visionary, it may not make sense to everyone else. And I think that's why your spirit guides have brought out this card of strength repeatedly, because I think you need that strength and that courage to make sure that you listen only to yourself, and that is going to be somehow really important to you. Okay, then we also have the Chariot and the Justice. I think both of these, Chariot and Justice, there's also going to be some element of balancing. I feel as if you will have to balance somehow, though, the vision that you are able to hear, and also somehow balance what works in the world. So maybe, like, for instance, if suppose you're into wisdom, suppose you are into learning the spiritual teachings, okay, but say you want to teach them to the world. Now you'll have to find a way in which it is more relatable to the people of the world. So you're somehow balancing two wheels. That is what is going to lead to your success. So if it's that heart-led journey, it makes sense to you, but now you'll have to learn how to balance it in a way that it starts making sense to other people. Okay, and I think that is going to be a really deep journey for you, that is going to help you to connect to other people much better, because in for this you will have to, understand people. You have to understand the psychology of people, what clicks, what doesn't. So it's like, first in your journey you understand yourself, then you have this vision, and then in order to now spread the vision to the world or to the larger part of humanity, now you will have to start understanding people and balance those things in such a way that the vision is also coming to life, but in a way that it's also meaningful to people. And I feel as if somehow that will somehow enlighten different parts of your own psyche to you. Like you'll come face to face with parts of you that you yourself were not aware of. So this looks really, really beautiful. Let's see what other cards we have for you. We have the card of Heron, patience. Create a place in nature's stillness and be renewed. Take time alone to find balance. Again, there is a theme of balance. Step confidently towards your purpose. Patience will bring you rewards. So I think exactly what we were talking about. There is going to be a vision that you're going to start understanding the more and more you start feeling yourself, right? But it is going to take some time to actually be able to manifest that in the reality, because I feel as if you're just so different and you're like a visionary in your field. Okay, and so I think it's going to be important for you to have that patience. Do not give up. You'll have to persevere, and you'll have to have the courage to listen to your vision. Okay, and even when everyone's doubting you or you're probably not seeing the result, the important thing is to have patience and is to have courage to still keep listening to yourself and keep moving on the path that you have charted out for yourself, right? What this calling that you are going to feel more and more, the more you dive deep into what feels good to you. And then this calling, I feel as if you won't even be able to miss the calling. Like if you don't tap into it, if you don't work towards it, you're actually going to feel as if there's a big void. Because, when we have such a big calling, when you're supposed to be such a visionary, oftentimes we are not able to, miss it. We just cannot help ourselves from working on it. Right. But this balance, I feel as if you do feel like things are getting too much, or you don't know what's the next step, or you don't know how to communicate your vision to everyone, then I think it will be good for you to like take some time off, just to sit in solitude, do some meditation, take some walk, with greenery around. And I feel that will really help you finding that balance. But that balance, I feel, is like a journey in of itself that is going to help you come face to face with different parts of yourself, right? And then that is going to lead more into the journey, like when you come face to face more with yourself, almost as if then there was going to be another loop of the same journey. I hope you understand what I mean. Okay, then we have elk, nobility. Celebrate your accomplishments with humility. You are crowned with success. Powerful forces guide you. Your ability to conquer challenges is limitless. So, while I do think this journey is not going to be easy, because we have like the strength card again and again. Here also patience. Here also your ability to conquer challenges. So I feel that the journey is not going to be easy, but it is going to be really rewarding initially at the soul level, and gradually at the physical level, where you start to see the abundance that you have wanted, or the fame that you want from it, or maybe, possibly people following you. But I do feel as if the journey is not going to be a very easy one. But the important thing is to not give up, you know. Then we also have the sea otter. Happiness. Be the master of playful living. Release expectations and enjoy every day. Let worry go and instead choose love. Surrender to the waves. Your good destiny of love is sure. So, this thing is going to give you a lot of satisfaction. It's going to give you happiness. And also, if you think that challenges are getting too much, maybe sometimes it's just let it go. Just be happy in the day to day. Because, if it's going to be a long journey, you should be enjoying the process, feeling it, remembering why you started it, feeling yourself. You know what I mean? Like, it's important to hold on to your happiness, because if you're just stuck on achieving those results and those results are taking a lot of time, that's a miserable life. That's not a fun life. So, it's going to be more important for you to also find these aspects of joy, that you can find in everyday life, so that you can continue on the journey. You also have the card of Wolf, Pathfinder. Release your past and start a new journey. You are a teacher and help others find their way. There will be challenges, but your soul is strong. Perseverance is your secret power. You have a love that endures. I think that's really summarizes the reading, because it's like you'll have to have courage. You're going to be a visionary. You've got this. You can keep on going after it. It's going to be tough, but you can persevere, and just have an open heart through it, for yourself and for people. Okay, the final cards that we have is your talents and gifts are calling you, right? This is not a calling that you will be able to miss. It will keep, you know nagging you until you actually start taking action. You're really supposed to do this in this lifetime. When in doubt, ask for guidance and choose what makes you happy. Yeah, I feel as if you will be guided. It seems like a big journey. It seems like something really valuable, in which you're actually going to help the people as well. So I feel when we do something that's going to help people around us, we are automatically helped, right, in the journey. And I feel as if you'll not be able to miss this journey. And when you start taking steps, you are going to be helped. You'll be shown the way where you could see none, right? Just keep on, for you, the most important thing is just keep on tapping into what feels good for you. That is going to be, um, you know, the main way which you will know what is the right step, because you don't really have too many people to guide you. The vision that you have, it may in parts seem similar to some other people, but I think the totality of the journey that you're on actually is not similar to anyone. So you will have to really tap into what feels good for you. Okay, choose that will also give you the perseverance you need in order to stay on the journey, and also that will give you the guidance on what next steps to take. Okay, so thank you so much for your reading, and if you like it, do subscribe it to my channel, and see you in my next video. Bye. Hi, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading. So, the card that you selected is the card of guidance, help from the higher being. So, I feel as if you're going to be involved in a career that is connected to guiding others. Maybe some sort of a teacher. It can be a teacher in the school, or it can be a teacher, like a spiritual teacher, who guides others with their teachings. Even in the corporate world, it can be, I feel as if this role is going to be more of a leadership role, mentors who are able to guide us and instead of more like controlling role, I feel as if this seems more like a role where you're leading people, you know. Let's see what is the next card we have. So we also have the card of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Yeah, so point three, I feel as if in this lifetime you're supposed to be like the leader at some things. They're going to be some skill or maybe some sort of field of knowledge where you're going to be the expert, and you're going to be guiding people, other people on their journey. So it can be a teacher, a professor, or it can be a leader in the corporate world. It can also be, being your own entrepreneur. But I feel there is going to be some sort of an artistic vibe or like an esoteric vibe to the work that you're choosing. Okay, let's see with the help of Astro Dice what other information we can get. Okay, so we have Sun in the first house in Pisces. So, Pisces talks about all those imaginative and rosy and esoteric things. So I do feel you're going to have a career that has some sort of an artistic vibe, or like connected to metaphysics in some way. It's not going to be the traditional 9 to 5 sort of a role. I don't see that here. Sun, is the sole purpose, which is exactly what we're discussing in this reading. So, sun in astrology, it shows our soul, it shows what is it that we came here to do, right? And wherever our sun is placed in the initial 30 to 32 years of our life, it generally is tough for us to go after that thing. And because, wherever sun sits, it burns that place, right? But after 32, when we start to mature, when the sun starts to mature, that's when we are able to dive deep into the soul purpose of ours, okay? And the first house, it talks about our own body, right? It talks about our sense of self. It talks about how we show up in the world. And I feel as if the first house, sun with Pisces, is exactly the kind of vibe that we're getting in the other cards here in this reading. So I feel as if you're going to be involved something to do with your own body. So maybe you're like a swimming coach, or like, a dance instructor, right? But something where you are the expert and you feel called to move your body, use your body in particular way. I feel as if using your body is going to be important. And generally, initially, what happens is that since I was explaining, the initial 30 to 32 years are a little bit tougher for the placement of sun. So initially you may face some challenges connected to this aspect of your life, and then when you work on it, that's when you're able to guide others. Say for instance, if you're trying to lose weight, okay, and then see in the initial 30 years it's very tough for you, but like you work a lot on it, and now towards like say your mid 30s, now you're able to be such an expert on it. Why? Because you have tried everything under the roof, on that topic. You know what works, what doesn't, how to do, right? Or it could be like something like yoga, or it could be even connected to some field of knowledge, but something that you really give your time. I don't think it's going to be the path of leadership is going to be very clear to you in the initial part of your life, but I feel as if after the 30s you will start to get onto this path that actually holds so much meaning to you. Okay, so let's see with the help of tarot what else can we expect. Ooh, we have the Emperor. You are going to be the leader in this thing that you're planning to do, right? Whatever this is, it's going to be a role that is a leadership position that's coming again and again in your reading. And even the sun is the king, right? Sun is the ultimate king, considered the ultimate king in astrology. So I feel as if there is some sort of a leadership position that you are preparing yourself in the initial part of life, And as you go towards it, as you progress through life, as you keep working on your goals, you're going to become like the master at it, you know, someone that everyone looks up to learn. And I feel as if you are going to be in such a position that you're going to be guiding the pieces in that game, you know, like for instance, say you're like Elon Musk, right? So you are actually deciding what happens in aerospace. Okay. So like you're gonna be someone who's so important that they're moving the pieces in your work area. Okay. Let's see what's the next card. Okay, we have the Nine of Pentacles. I feel as if you're going to be working toward it. It's not like an easy go. It's going to be a slow burn. You're going to be taking steps. You're going to have a vision. You're going to take steps. And the more you stay on the journey, the more things will start to become clear to you. We also have the world. Okay. Page of Cups. Let's take one more card, and we have the King of Cups. Okay, this one's also coming out. The Empress in reverse. So yeah, I feel as if it's not something that is very, it's not something new. It's almost as if that this is the thing that has been going around, that has been done, but it hasn't been done in the way that you are going to do it. Okay, and because of which you're going to be like a visionary in it, and you're going to be in a leadership position when it comes to that, right? And it's going to be impacting, I feel as if it's going to be impacting a way larger humanity or a way larger community than where you exist. I feel as if it's really getting the vibe here that it's going to impact the world in some way. You know, maybe you're going to be on social media, and that's how you're able to connect to a bigger group, or your work, some way shape or form is going to be connected to different parts of the world, like imports or exports. But I feel as if you're going to have a more global impact, rather than just a regional one. Right. And with the Page of Cups and King of Cups, I feel as if you're going to start small, not really knowing where you're going, but just like, you know, taking the steps as you go on the journey, what feels right to you. But like as you keep on progressing, you're going to be in this position where you'll just know, you'll have the hunch of, you know, what is right and what is not. And I feel on this journey, it is also going to be very important for you to listen to your inner knowledge. Because if you look at the guidance, wisdom, the King of Cups, I feel as if there's going to be a theme where you have to start listening to the you know, to the inner guidance that you have, if you want to know more about this theme that you're working on, if you want to know more about this new area of business that you're working on. And the Empress in reverse, Empress, the thing is, we have both the Emperor and the Empress in this card. I feel as if uh, the Empress in reverse makes me feel as if it's not a new thing. It's almost as if you're guiding others. Maybe you are working like some sort of life coach, you know, where you are guiding others on how to, you know, lead their lives, on how to run their businesses. Yeah, you know, like a business mentor. So I feel as if instead of having like a single business of yours, it's going to be more about guiding others how how to run their life, how to run their businesses. And in that, you're going to be the leader, you know, like the most respected person, someone that everyone comes to take opinion of, someone whose words mean a lot to the people around them and the rest of the world. So it seems like a really powerful journey for you in this lifetime, pile three. Let's see what other cards we have. We have Raven. Shaman, you are the creator and magician. Use your gifts for good. There is a power in your wisdom and words. Connect with the elemental spirits and glide through the void. Claim your place as keeper of the mysteries. So exactly what I was saying. There is going to be exactly what I was saying, right? There's going to be some sort of a power in your words. What you are going to say, you're like on a journey where eventually what you're going to say is going to hold a lot of importance. Like people are really going to listen to you. And I feel as if since you are at such a position, since we have emperor, kings, this is also the keeper of the mysteries. I feel as if you're going to be able to perceive things which others can't. Maybe it's about seeing the business risk, maybe it's about understanding world conspiracies, but in some way you are able to understand things and perceive um, limitations which others are not able to. And I feel you're going to be wise beyond your years. And you will start to feel this even in the initial part of your life. You'll be like, everyone, why does everyone say, oh, you look so much mature for your age? And I don't mean in terms of looks, but like how you sound, how you speak, the kind of advice you give. Everyone is going to be like, you're so mature for your age, and I think you have this deep well of wisdom within you that is actually guiding you. And the more you tap into it, the more you will understand the mysteries of the world. And maybe you can be a psychic as well, where you're able to understand some major events before they're about to happen in the world, and then you're able to guide people around it. But it seems like a really, really powerful journey. Let's see, what are the other cards we have? We have Peacock, vibrancy. You were born to shine and inspire. Practice humility to avoid jealousy. Be grateful for life, and more good things will come. Be true to yourself and recognize your brilliance. So, actually, after looking at this card, and peacock is also considered a great transmuter, because if you see, peacock eats snake, something that is so poisonous, but it looks so beautiful. So peacock is almost like a symbolism of converting poison to beauty. And I feel what this card signifies here is you may start to feel some jealousy from the people, when you start to make so much progress in your life, especially after 30s. I feel when you start to make so much progress in your life, you may people may start to turn jealous towards you. But I think your spirit guides are guiding you to turn that, transmute that energy into being grateful, like, oh, I am so grateful that I have been able to achieve this, or I'm able to inspire people, or I have something that can inspire people, right? So on this journey, instead of looking at, the jealous side of people or the insecure side of people, because sometimes, when we do see that vibe coming from people, it can be a little disheartening. You can feel like, oh my god, I am doing this thing with a good heart, and why are people reacting like this, right? But what you are being guided to do on this journey is that be grateful, right? Keep on looking at the positive things of life, and keep use the power of alchemy, right? And how to do that? We can do that only through the power of our thoughts. What you focus on will grow. So it's going to be very important for you to have a control over your inner mindset. Wherever you get some sort of resistance or jealousy or insecurity from people, you need to use the wisdom, the inner well of wisdom that you have access to turn it into things that you're grateful for, and how to use that to inspire others. When we live a life like that, that's when others also get inspired. Okay. We also have a card of penguin, authentic. Reach out to your tribe in times of need. Family gives you strength when you face the storm. Love your uniqueness. You're full of surprises. Break free from others' expectations. Just be yourself. So yeah, I mean, if you get any sort of resistance on your field, people question you because you're going to be so different. I think that comes with being a visionary or a leader, because people really don't understand. Most people don't really understand what you are able to perceive. And at that time, I think it's really important for you to stay grounded to your roots, stay close to your family members, people who make you feel loved, people who make you believe in yourself, people who validate you, and self validation, knowing that what you're doing is correct. Because that's a really good balance to maintain, where you're not completely lost on your high horse, not just like, oh, my way or the highway, not like that also, but at the same time you're also not just like a pawn in people's hand. So it's the ability to take constructive criticism, but at the same time not to be swayed in every direction just because of people's opinion. And I think that is going to be a balance that you're going to learn to master on your journey. Okay, and it's going to be quite crucial for you, your own mental well being. Okay, the next card we have is, it's okay to have a voice and speak your truth, right? So, yeah, I mean, don't shy away, even if it's different from what the rest of the world is saying. Don't shy away from it, right? Keep speaking your truth. Express your creativity in a way that is fun. So there's a lot of fun thing also. Maybe you need to involve more fun activities for yourself, in order for you to enjoy your journey. The last card we have is, when in doubt, ask for guidance. So your spirit guides are guiding you. You have this inner well of guidance, that you can tap into anytime, and know that you are guided on this journey. Okay, and what is meant for you will not miss you. Okay, so thank you so much for your reading, pile 3, and see you in my next video. Bye.